there, Virgo, and welcome to your January horoscope for 2025. For those of you who are watching these for the first time, guess what? It's the first time I'm doing them. But I wanted to let you know that you're going to find a greater level of accuracy if you actually listen to these for your ascendant, most importantly, your moon sign, secondarily. Sun sign is of the least importance, but if that's all you know, please go ahead and listen for that too. If you don't know anything about your chart, I have a chart calculator. If you want to take a look at your chart in relation to the calculations that I use, you can do that at the link that you'll see above. Also, for those of you who may want to explore your horoscope a little more deeply, there's a vast range of astrological services that you'll find at the link right here. So words can really bring a lot of healing to the situation, or they can really bring a lot of harm to the situation. And a lot of it boils down to the level of consciousness with which you're willing to approach conversations. In addition to that, the level of responsibility for your own part in a dynamic that you're willing to accept. As we enter the month of January, early on in the month, Venus is going to be entering your house of relationships as it transits through a section of the sky that's called Shatabisha. This brings some potential confusion to your relationships, but equally the opportunity for a greater level of healing. But all of this is coinciding with an opposition between Mars and Pluto, which may be bringing a lot of friction into the equation. It can give you, well, a little too much of concern with your detail-oriented mind about what somebody else might be saying about you, when you'd probably do a little bit better to talk to that person and hear what's actually on their mind rather than get into an accusatory tone of a situation. Whatever the case may be, you're dealing with the potential relationship that's beginning to feel to you like it has its limitations, and you're beginning to kind of go, you know what, this is just not really working for me, and it's all falling apart. And guess whose fault it is that it's all falling apart? It's all that person's fault. Guess what? Where is the mirror in this situation? Where is the mirror? Quite often, we have our own repressed desires in relationships of all sorts. We kind of walk around most of the time like toddlers, and really that's an insult to toddlers. Joking, of course. We walk around like toddlers with these unrepressed desires that we have from childhood of not getting the recognition that we feel that we deserve, not getting the respect that we feel that we deserve. And at the beginning of the month, you're likely going to find yourself in a position where you're going to go, you know what? I finally feel ready to step up and express the level of respect that I feel that I deserve in this situation, because I'm going to place myself at the center of my own life story and I'm really important. Hey, that's great. That's great. But sometimes, I mean, it is, you are important. Your feelings are important. What you're being respected, that's important. But quite often, we sense a level of disrespect in situations where we might be the one who's responsible for a lot of the disrespect that's going on. So if you're wanting to have a heart-to-heart conversation and bring things to the surface that need to be discussed about another person's role in a situation, then you have to be willing to hear back in return about what they are perceiving in regards to what you are doing. There's a great opportunity over the course of the month, especially as we reach the end of the month. It may feel to you like you're getting bogged down in this particular connection and the dramatics that are associated with it. But towards the end of the month, as your ruler forms a trine with Uranus, which is in Kritika Nakshatra, there's an opportunity for a breakthrough, an opportunity to see things more clearly, and an opportunity, if you're willing to do the work, to bring a great deal of healing to the situation that you're dealing with. But in order to do that, you need to be willing to listen. You need to be willing to look at your dark side. And I'm not talking about your evil twin. I'm talking about that part of you that you're perhaps not aware of a lot of the time. And you need to accept responsibility for that. Find meaning and purpose in taking responsibility. And yes, of course, sort things out with the other person with whom you're involved. If you could use a little bit of help with anything that's going on for you this month, again, I offer a vast range of astrological services. These are available through my services page, which you'll find linked above. That's going to do it for this look at your horoscope, Virgo, for the month of January 2025. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.